Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Most exciting man in boxing. Exciting man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellas Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Man, here, man. 122 pounds and 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
Alrighty then, let's talk about this week fights. All right, we got a lot of fights this week. I'll give you some picks. I'm not gonna do a prediction video. I don't feel like breaking down all the film. Yes, I'm gonna be lazy, but check out the boxing prediction playlist. Is it? Yeah, if you want this where that be going. We got a lot of good fights tonight. This weekend, we got two fight cards on the Zone. The Zone, everybody mispronounce it. On the Zone, we got Gennady Golovkin fighting in Japan, which I don't exactly know what time they come on, but I will look it up by the end of this video. We also had Ryan, the big superstar, Garcia on the Zone taking on Emmanuel Tagoe. I believe they have changed that weight to 139.5. Like Ryan might be actually moving up to 140 pounds in the near future. That's what happens when you ain't active. As you become a young man to a man, you know, your bone density becomes more dense. You start to get your man weight. Hard to get that weight off. You're a grown boy, so a lot of people don't envision Ryan Garcia getting a title at 100 and a lot of people don't envision getting the title going up to 140, but he's fighting Emmanuel Tagoe, and then we have Micaiah Meyer. Shout out to her. She will be taking on Jennifer Hahn in LA. I think Ryan fighting at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. So if you're in the San Antonio area and want to see some boxing, you can go there. And then we have Sebastian Fundora taking on Erickson Lubin. I believe that's at the Cosmopolitan. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's in Vegas. So let's put all this on the screen. Let's look at Box Rec and let's go through it and break it down, yo. Here we go. So yeah, Ryan is fighting in San Antonio. They want to be like Compton. I thought nobody I know in the undercard. So the small guys, I watch small guys, but I don't watch them. Somebody comment says, CJ, you tripping? You gotta watch them. I want a few YouTubers that watch small guys. I don't talk about it. I make videos. Y'all niggas don't watch them. So you got Golovkin fighting in Japan and what is that? I don't know. Senama, Maya, whatever, Japan. I don't know none of them niggas on the card. No offense to them, but like more no. Micaiah Meyer, she fighting in Costa Mesa, California. It's on ESPN and ESPN Plus. She's fighting Jennifer Hahn for Micaiah Meyer's IBF WBO title, 10 round in 2 minutes. Then Lubin, I think that's the fight of the night. He's taking on Sebastian Fundora for 12 rounds. Tony Harrison taking on Sergio Garcia on the undercard. So we can start off with Gennady Golovkin, but let's see how. Let's see what time it started first. See if we can get a start time. So it says Gennady Golovkin and Murata will take place April 9th. The main card is scheduled to begin at 3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 a.m. BST time. The main event and ring walks are scheduled for 6:30 a.m., 11:30 a.m. BST time. I don't even know what BST time is. So there you go, 6:30 a.m. If you want to get up on April 9th, I'm assuming that's April 9th, Saturday, which it is in America. 6:30 a.m. If you love to see Triple G fight, it's at 6:30 a.m. So there you go. So I think about this fight. I heard Triple G is actually looking pretty good in this fight, physically, but he turning 40, I believe, the day before the fight. So I seen Murata fight a little bit. He's definitely a different type of animal. When he rolled over to Japan, Rob Brand dogged him out before. Then they went over to, and then Rob Brand won and had to go all the way to Japan and fight him. He been the Super WBA title holder for a minute. 75-inch arm, 6'1.5". Might as well say 6'1". Gennady Golovkin is, the shorter guy, I believe. 5'10 and a half, 70-inch arms. And Golovkin is at a height disadvantage. He had a read disadvantage, but at the end of the day, in boxing, seemed to be an advantage. He hasn't fought since he hasn't fought since December 18th, 2021. So he missed the entire 2021 calendar season, and he's missing damn near the first quarter of the year, right? And he fought Camille Zamata and went 7 rounds with Camille Zamata December 18th, 2020. So Murata might be prime to win this fight. You know what I'm saying? He might be definitely prime to win. And like I said before, when he go over there, he punch better, he fight better, he fight in Japan. His shots have more, and more crisp. And if you look at the betting odds real quick, we cover it all. Family using FanDuel, but they vary. The odds vary. Usually pretty much close. On most betting sites, you're doing offshore betting, using bet online, whatever. But if you live in a state that has legal betting, like in Michigan, you can bet. So Golovkin is a negative 700, meaning you have to bet $700 to win 100 on Golovkin. Murata's plus 430. You believe Murata gonna score an upset, $100 to get you 430. You could bet much more. You could bet much less. You can parlay that with some whatever other sports got something going on. You could parlay that. You could do round betting real quick. If you got pick Golovkin to win in round one, $100 win you $3,100. Just going through simple ways. You got the draws always usually 2,000. You bet 100, win 2,000 on the draw. Negative 600 to win. That's just different methods of victory. Let's go. So if Golovkin went on points, it's a plus 270. $100 give you 270. This changes too as the money come in through the week. And Golovkin by KO is a negative 165 betting. Meaning you have to bet 165 to win 100. If there's a draw, if you going under the methods of victory, now the draw jumps up to 3,400. $100 win you $3,400. If Murata went on points of decision, $100 win you $700. If he KOs Golovkin, 100 wins you 1,000. So there you go. My synopsis on this fight, real quick, is that I just think Golovkin, he may lose due to inactivity, and I would love for him to lose with none more in this world on the boxing side of things that I love to see is him lose. But I'm gonna go ahead and say Golovkin probably wins. I would say, let me look at this kid again. He ain't never been stopped. So has he been dropped before? So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say Golovkin wins. I'm gonna say he wins late stoppage. I'm gonna say in the championship round. I'm gonna say 10. He won the 10th round stoppage. I would not be surprised if Murata went in there and beat him the fuck up. But let's move on. All right. So we talking about Ryan Garcia taking on Emmanuel Tagoe. I looked at a little bit of Tagoe tape. Not impressed. He ain't lost to his professional debut. If Ryan Garcia taking all this time to wait to come back, they're gonna do their best opportunity to cherry pick on this fight. So, like I said before, his career could be coming to an end going up to 140. He ain't did shit at 135 or 30 pounds. So, like I said before, I don't think Tagoe got much of a chance anyway. If we being honest, 5'8", 15 KOs out of 33 fights. He got stopped in his professional debut. So that was a long time ago, 2004. So he been fighting since 2004, bro. He mustn't have much of an amateur career. That's a long time. He going on 20 years of boxing in a couple years. So shit, nigga still was in high school. So they fought at the Alamo Dome. He had in 2020, he last fought in 2022. So he he been fairly inactive. He had a majority decision with Mason Menard. So that's all you need to know. Like I said before, this is tailor made for Ryan Garcia to win. Like I said, if he looks shaky, man, probably time to think about retiring and losing to a dude like this. I mean, he just fought a dude that was 13-4. So you lose to this dude, man, it's just time to retire, to be honest, man. I expect Ryan Garcia to, I know the Africans are tough. I expect Ryan Garcia to knock him out by the 7th round. I really wanted to say 6, but I gave him a round. I think Ryan to knock him out at 7. And like I said before, then what's next for Ryan Garcia? He's going to continue to get babysitted. If he's going to continue to fight dudes like this, just retire. Because at 140 pounds, ain't shit there for you but heartache and ass whoopings and getting knocked out. Zepeda, Ramirez, Progress, Cattle Ross, Sandor Martin just had a win last week. Teofimo Lopez, Gary Anton Russell, Sabril Matisse, the top 8 in the WBC, you can't whoop. That's a fact. You can't whoop them. Josh had to drop them belts. Who else you going to beat there? Harry Davies, you probably can beat Harry Davies. But can he beat Bakram Madamadev, Dov? We can't beat him. Sandor Martin, you probably can beat him, though. Maybe. I don't know. He might outbox your ass. Usually you'll have to rob him. So like I said before, he had to go in the WBA. Nothing threatening in the top 3 in the WBA. But like I said before, man, Brandon Lee, Montana Love. I mean, shit, you got some tough fighters. He can beat Arnold Barboza because he can't punch. But we'll see if they can get him a title at 140 pounds. They've been talking about they can get him a title at 140. They want to get a title soon. So we will see. Also, Conor Benn fight this weekend versus Chris Van Deer. Didn't know that. Conor Benn, by the way. My bad. Is that this weekend? Yeah, it got to be this weekend. So, yeah, they don't have no odds for the Ryan Garcia fight. So, that lets you know, not on FanDuel. So, that lets you know what it is right there. They don't have odds for the Jennifer Hahn and Mikaela Meyer fight. They don't have odds for the none of the other fights we're going to talk about. So, we can close that tab. Erickson, Lubin, Fundora. But I like Ryan at 7 or less. So I mean, that is what it is, bro. Just when he gonna step up and do something, bro? That's messed up. They got Conor Benn up there, not Lubin and Fundora. But you can find Lubin and Fundora on another site. I just remain to be lazy and not look for it. You probably can find all them other fights on other sites. But yeah, Mikaela Meyer fighting Jennifer Hahn. Don't know much about Jennifer Hahn. She's definitely not on. It's definitely not on BoxRec. I just checked, so BoxRec saying F ladies boxing. That's messed up. Jennifer Hahn is from El Paso, Texas. So she's from El Paso. She's 38, 18 victories, 4 losses, 1 draw, only 1 KO. So she lost to Katie Taylor. Basically she got washed every fucking round. So I mean, this would be an opportunity for Mikaela Meyer to she got an older opponent, significantly older opponent. This would be a great time for her to and we've got it up there. It'd be a great time for her to to beat up and show that she's ready for Katie Taylor. So we might be approaching the Katie Taylor fight. Obviously, we see what happened with Clarissa Shields and what's the old girl name from the UK, man? She knocked the old girl the hell out. I'm thinking like, oh, Clarissa Shields might want to leave that white girl alone. That hook was vicious. That hook was vicious. What old girl name? Savannah Marshall. Old girl hit her with that lullaby, but could be getting some heat in the women's boxing soon. So I'm pretty sure Mikaela Meyer may be closing in on the Katie Taylor fight, unless Eddie Hearn still butthurt that Devin had to go to Top Rank. But don't know much about Jennifer Hahn, but this will be on ESPN, and I expect Mikaela Meyer to outdo Katie Taylor. I think Katie Taylor is one of the most overrated boxers in boxing. Put her on the Golovkin list, and they both got similar height and reach too. So 5'6", 66. Mikaela, she tall. I met her in Vegas, 5'9", 6'6.5". So we'll see, man. But yep. I'm picking Mikaela Meyer, and hopefully she outdo Katie Taylor. We get that fight. coming up. But we got Erickson Lubin. He's taking on Sebastian Fundora. Let's see where they fighting at real quick. Just like 2 weeks ago, the tickets just went on sale 2 weeks ago. So shit, PBC boy, they a mother effing, ain't they? So Lubin got stopped by Charlo years ago, and people saying that people saying that can he come back? Man, he was a baby, bro. He got stopped 2017. That's fucking all this shit going on 5 years ago, bro. I think it was 21, 22. Depending on when his birthday is. So got good height, good reach, for the weight class. And they're fighting at the Virgin. My boss at the Cosmetology. Virgin, that's where Taylor Ramirez fought at. The Virgin is cool, bro. And then, you can have some fun in the you got some fun in the lobby too. So Jamonte Clark is on the card. He fighting Aaron Cooley, Brian Perella on the card. He had a tough fight with Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison on the hard fight, Sergio Garcia. So I mean, real talk. Let's talk about Tony Harrison and Sergio Garcia, man. This might be a turning part for Tony Harrison, bro. He lose this fight. It looks shaky. He gonna go to being an opponent. I just got to be real, my Detroit brethren. So he got to take Sergio Garcia. A lot of people thought he kind of beat Sebastian Fundora, so he a real live opponent, man. I don't know what Tony be doing in training, but I hope he ain't training in Detroit, in this shithole, because that's all it is, nothing but negative energy. People that don't care about nothing. Bare minimum, he probably need to go up north, do some running or shit, go out to Vegas, down to Florida, get some good work. But he got a real opponent, in front of him. And Sergio Garcia, and he lost was a lot of people thought it was a controversial loss versus Sebastian Fundora, where Fundora don't even seem to hurt him. People talking about, well, Fundora power versus Lubin. Fundora looking like he might be starting to fade at the weight class. You know what I'm saying? And people, a lot of people thought was it Jamonte Clark that people, or is it reserve? I forget who it was. I think it might people thought Jamonte Clark had beat him. Jamonte Clark, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, big kid, man. He might, don't know how to change his distance. But Sergio Garcia, he ain't the biggest puncher, but he had a lot of success. And had he been able to punch, Fundora probably would have been up out of there. So, like I said, Tony Harrison got a real fight on his hands, bro. We're running real talk. And it's a critical fight, bro. So, at the end of the day, bro, I really think it's a toss-up. I'm going to go with Tony. I'm going to say, Tony get it right. Lost his father, his brother, former rapport. Hopefully he took this fight serious, bro. Because if he didn't, Garcia square biz. I'm going to go with Tony Harrison. But like I said, I believe it can go with either way. I think Harrison is the more physically and naturally talented fighter. But Sergio Garcia, I'm not talking about the golfer neither, is younger, fresher. I think he's been fairly more active too. So, he's an attrition guy. So how he look versus Brian Perella, bro? Can't look like that. Can't look like that. Took a whole year off. So, he been, last time Harrison fought was 4/17, April 7th. So he almost had another fucking year off. No activity, bro. They just don't have a fight dates. And that's gonna hurt him, bro. Gonna hurt him. But wouldn't be surprised if Garcia won, but I'm just gonna go with Tony Harrison, natural talent and being an A-side fighter in that situation. But other than that, bro, looking at Fundora and Lubin, man, Fundora, they keep him active. Fundora ain't missing a fucking beat. He fought 3 times during the pandemic year. Fought 2 times last year. In that count, Erickson Lubin, fought 1 time last year, 1 time versus the pandemic. He did fight 3 times in 2019. He's fought the better level opposition. But I will say, man, last time Fundora fought was when? December. He coming already back. If either they like Fundora, they push him, or Fundora say, man, I take what you're giving. I just want to stay active and stay sharp. And last time Erickson Lubin fought was what is that? That June 26, 2021. So shit, he coming back. Shit, almost, he approaching a year layoff. Even though they stay in the gym, but shit, they just don't have the fight dates, bro. PBC might have to head over to Peacock. I was watching WrestleMania, the main event on Peacock. He might have to head over to. They might have to get some more dates on Peacock, Bounce TV, or whatever else they doing. But good fight. But I think Fundora power is being overrated a little bit, bro. And I don't know. He been fairly active. He been fairly. he looked too good, versus old boy. But I think his power being a tad bit overrated. And I think with Lubin is just gonna get to the point where I think he gotta get to the point for him where he moving his head off the line. You know, that's what he got to do. He got, Leon Lawson the third, he was the same height as Sebastian Fundora. So he got good sparring. He probably sparred Leon a number of times in the gym. So I think for him it's just, getting up under Fundora, Fundora kind of punching down. So I mean, using that to his advantage, I think for him, I think Fundora is a orthodox fighter, I believe. Okay, let me double check that before I lie. Yeah, they two southpaws. Okay, so I mean, I think for him, I think setting that jab up to the stomach is gonna be key. I think setting that jab up to the stomach, bro. Maybe touching the midsection, but I think the reason why you want to set that jab up to the stomach, it's a risk too. You getting caught, so you gotta get the hell up out of there. Is that them hands gonna have to start dropping. And then you just come over the top with the overhand right. Fundora don't got no defense neither. Great defense. I get out of there, but just dragging Fundora into moving his hands and dragging him into giving his height up, chopping the tree down. But I think that keeping that jab going to the solar plexus and to the stomach and come on over the top is going to be key. And not only just coming over the top with one shot, it's coming back, with a left hand, with a right hand, with a left, just coming back. Don't try to get him with one shot, even if you go to the body, you know what I'm saying? You get in there, bro, you double it up, you triple it up, you know what I'm saying? Make it count. One shot not going to get this kid out of there. He can take body shots. That's what he conditioned to do because he's a taller fighter. So just shoe shining, doubling it up, we got some solid conditioning too, man, but he threw a lot of punches. So I said before, be about counter punching. It's gonna be about tearing that body up, taking that energy away, making them stationary, dropping that volume, or you can just get in there and counter punch. But it's gonna be hard counter punching somebody that's tall. So you fight somebody like this, talking about shoulders, elbow, hip, jab to the stomach, jab to the solar plexus. That's what you want to do. Hit them everywhere. You might want to double, triple up on elbow shot, shoulders. You want to debilitate him like Roy Jones did old boy to the shoulder. So it's just hitting dude everywhere. It's working on hitting him on the wrist. It's hitting him on the elbow, hitting him on the bicep, hitting him on the shoulder. Working that body. And then coming up when them hands start to drop, bro, and them arms start not working and coming over the top. It's not just with one big overhand left or one big, right hook. You want to be coming back with 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. You know what I'm saying? You want to send this big bitch retreating. And then for Fundora, for him, just find out if his chin is 100% back. You want to go in there and throw a lot of punches and keep him at the end of his shots. And then when he try to slip and get on the inside, you want to have that jab, have your footwork, and you don't want to move particularly straight back. That's when you hit with them. That's when you're gonna be hit with them body shots and them hip shots and them overhand shot. You want to really step over. You want to step over and make him reset. And that's what it's about. Fundora he fall in too much and he fall straight back too much. You need to work on working angles and stepping over and making a reset because he got to work to get on the inside. A jab would do wonders, double, triples, you know what I'm saying? And just keep that right hand cocked and then let it go. He like to just throw 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. He like to throw a lot of shots. Just keep that one going and make Lubin get past that stick. And when he do, a lot of times you don't have to let that right hand go. You can just step over, make him reset, and just keep him guessing with that right hand. He can win this fight literally with his lead hand. With his right hand. Just keep popping that right hand, turn into a check hook, right hook, and just keep making Lubin reset. And then Lubin, get comfortable and take a chance kind of going, for the right hand. Then you drop the right hand. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a number of things he do, but he can't maintain his distance, and that's a big, big problem for him. Using that double that hand, sometimes you just keep the right hand holding the phone and just keep it cocked. You ain't got to throw it, hit him with a hook and step over. He fall in too much to give up his height, and he fall straight back too much, and that's probably eventually you're going to have to pay, and it might come Saturday where he got to pay for that. So, like I said before, he should go out there with a lot of a disciplined game plan. He remind me more of Paul Williams than a more disciplined, rangy fighter like Thomas Hearns. So I think I'm gonna go with Lubin. I'm gonna go with Lubin with a. I'm gonna go with Lubin. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Lubin, unanimous decision. I mean, you know what? Yeah, I think it'd be a unanimous decision, but I think it might be a 115, 113 type of fight. 115, 113, 3. Maybe at the most, I might see a 4 or 5 point fight because they fighting in Las Vegas too. So they not gonna let Fundora get blew out. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Rolling across your screen or in the description, you can check the link tree, all that's there too. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor. So link tree link in the description. Best way to donate, comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, it's the bell icon button, hit our notifications, increase chance to notifications. Once again, I got Triple G in the 10th. Stop Murata come on at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be 3:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Central Time, that would be 5:38 Central Standard Time. Then we got Ryan, that's on the zone. Then we got Ryan Garcia coming on the zone versus Tagoe later. Probably, I don't know what time, probably 9 o'clock, who knows. I got him stopping Tagoe, what I said, the 7th round. I got Michaela Meyer beating Jennifer Hahn, unanimous decision because of 2-minute rounds. Then I got Erickson Lubin winning a 2-3 point unanimous decision over Sebastian Fundora. So that's on Showtime. And Michaela Meyer, Jennifer Hahn is going on ESPN. The prelims will be on ESPN Plus. Appreciate the love and support. Also got Conor Benn and Chris Van Dier, I believe, this weekend too. I take Conor Benn in 6 or less. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Check the fight reaction fight prediction playlist out. Peace.